channel. I'm very happy to be here this wonderful morning. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. It is 1st of July 2026, and I'm very happy to be here. Welcome to our streams. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Tell me where you're watching me from. We are still, very happy this morning to be here. And, as I said, the World Cup, are you enjoying the World Cup? The World Cup is becoming good and good. And, I can see France is really doing a wonderful job in the World Cup. And I'm very happy because, France has now continued to go further in the World Cup. You saw that goal. In fact, they stole a goal from us. They stole a goal from us. But that is not a problem. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. I'm very happy to be here. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? I'm blessed to be here this morning. Yes. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. So let us continue with our streams. I'm very happy to be here. Yes, let us continue with our program. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? Let us continue reading. At least, it's always good to read. We're making good music. Remember that our business also is music. Remember, we are making music. Welcome. Welcome to our streams. We're just making music. Welcome to my streams. I'm welcome. I'm just making some music here. Did you subscribe? We're making Afrobeat. Yeah, it's Afrobeat. Yeah. Yeah, we're making some nice, music. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. We want to make some nice music that can appeal to both young people, also nice music that people can dance to, not just some boring stuff. So we are making some music. Yeah. In fact, we have just already finished our second album. And I'm very happy because the speed at which we're moving, not bad. And I'm very happy because we have been very consistent with what we are doing. That is why it's faster for us. That's why it's very fast. You know, when you're consistent with what you're doing, even if it's every day you do something small, it becomes very easy for you to, because now every day you just do something small, you know. So you can imagine. That is what we have been doing, and that is why we've been able to achieve things a bit faster. Some people say, oh, and one of the things, just give me a minute. And let me just pause the music and say something. I think when you focus, because right now we're trying to finish our second album, that is Afrobeat, and and I really like the feedback we've been getting. We've been getting very good feedback. I've been sending my music both locally and other places, and we've been getting a very, very good feedback from people. And yeah, and I feel that if we just focus and have a niche like the market, to just focus on producing music that is not just that can be that other people can listen to. That is the only way we can grow, and not just focusing on the local stuff. But yeah, so we are working on this, and I'm very happy. We are making some gains. I've learned a lot. In fact, I've learned a lot. I've really learned a lot from the process, and yeah, I've really learned a lot. So it has been a learning curve, and I had to change a lot of things. I had to focus on a lot of things, and that is why. That is why. That is why you can see that we were focused on that. All right. If you're new to this channel, you can ask me your questions. I'm here. I'm here to also ask. You can also ask me your questions while you're here, and I will be more than happy to answer you. So feel free to ask me your questions. We just have 1 hour. All right. And also that 1 hour, we're going to do something. All right. Yeah. In fact, most of the time, I was lucky, very lucky, because I was very lucky because let me just give me a minute. This is our first time we're making music, and the reception has been good. I'm very humbled because I didn't even. In fact, I got goosebumps because I didn't think that we would receive the kind of work. I didn't even think about that. All right. But if you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Remember that we are writing music, and if you have also ideas, or if you are interested in music, you can also let us know. If you're interested in growing musically, you feel free to subscribe and comment. Some people feel free to subscribe and tell me where you're watching me from. I want to give you a sample of our music. I hope you will enjoy. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe. We're in the studio. It's not free. Yeah. So we're just producing. So remember that and welcome. So let's continue with the read. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Do you enjoy our streams? If you do enjoy our streams, I want to welcome you to this channel. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Ah, yes. Where was I? Where was I before we started our streams? So I said that, ladies and gentlemen, we are still producing music, and that is not stopping anytime soon, because, ladies and gentlemen, some of the people have been asking me, how is it that we are producing, music very quickly? That is a question that most people have been asking me in the last, in the last, people who have been watching our channels been asking me, how is it that you are producing music very quickly? I said that the reason why we are producing music faster than most people is because, number one, we are concentrating on the production process, and we are producing good stuff. But also, other than that, we are also, it's very easy to produce, when you're focused on a particular genre. It's very, very easy. That's why people have been following our channels and wondering, what is it? How is it that we are doing this very quickly? I said, every day we usually take our time. Number one, to write the music. Number two, to read the word. I was just explaining this to my friend of mine that, we are not producing secular music. We are producing, gospel music. And the fact that we read the scripture, that enables us to produce music very quickly. And we have a program where we read the scripture every day. So that enables us to produce music very, very easily and very quickly, because already we are attuned to the word. That makes it very easy to we are attuned to the word, you know. You see, we are attuned to the word. That makes it very easy for us to produce music very quickly, because we have a program where we read the scripture every day. All right, so we produce we produce music faster because number one, faster because we have a program. We have a program of reading the scripture, every day. So it makes every day. So it makes the process, makes we are attuned to the word. All right, we are attuned to the word. It's to the word. We have a program of reading the scripture every day. So you know, it's not unfamiliar territory. The scripture is not unfamiliar territory, and most songs uh, come from the book of Psalms. So most songs come also are from Psalms. It makes, most songs are from Psalms. It makes production a little bit faster. All right, a little bit faster because Psalms are just songs, Psalms are songs. So you can simply copy and paste the lyrics all together and paste the lyrics. A little bit easy. Most songs are from Psalms. It makes production very easy, and simply all right. So for those who want to produce music, and that is why I've been gracious enough to show this process, because most of songs come, the book of Psalms. Most songs come from the book of Psalms. Um, have mercy on me according to your unfailing love. Blot out my transgression and wash out all my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For my transgressions and sin is always before me. Against you only have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight. So you're right in your verdict and justified when you judge. Surely I was sinful at birth, Hmm. Sinful from the time my mother conceived me. That's a very good one. So, for those who have been wondering, you say, oh, we are we are producing music very quickly. It's because most songs are from the book of Psalms. All right, so it becomes very easy because you can simply copy and paste the lyrics because it's just from the scripture directly. All right. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? Mm-hmm. If you're new to this channel, feel free. So I said that for those who are wondering, the production process, because people want to know how is it that you guys are producing music very quickly. I said, number one, the scripture is our number is our source of raw materials, so it makes it production becomes very easy. All right. So for those who are wondering, how is it we're able to do this, and said that it's because uh, you know uh, the lyrics are already there in the scripture. All right. So so you just play with the um, you just as long as you're all right. All right. So have mercy on me according to your failing love. So production becomes very easy because uh, you know yeah. All right. So any questions after this? So today we're going to produce some music and we're going to try it. All right. If you're new to this channel, feel free to be part and parcel of our streams. So tell me where you're watching me from. Aha. Tell me where you're watching me from. I hope that as long as you have uh, you know let's try. Oh, any questions after that? Mm-hmm. That is blues. Uh, it's that is how do I put it? That is that's another genre. That is not what we wanted to do from the word go. We just wanted to do Afrobeat. Yeah. That is not yours. Where is the song? So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So, let us continue. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you're watching me from. If you are new to this channel, feel free. So let's continue with our streams, and you can tell me. Whoa. Tell me where you're watching me from. We're here for 1 hour. Man. Yeah. So tell me where you're watching me from. You said that. Yeah. So guys. So, how you guys doing? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Tell me where you're watching me from. Uh-huh. 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 That's not the one that I wanted to send. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Today was the last day for Kenyans to leave South Africa. No, Kenya has repatriated 26. Oh, wow, 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 wow. They've been forced to leave South Africa. The massive exodus of South Africa, man. Hmm. They decided to chase away everybody. Well, there's this movement that forced Keith Starmer out of office. It's called, they really forced, they forced issues. You know? Let's see what is happening in South Africa. Wow. Any questions out there? Feel free to subscribe and comment. In South Africa, it's not a joke. They've been forced out of the country. Mm. In South Africa, this is very scary. So this one, they are really telling them to get out of the country, and all the African countries were forced to repatriate their citizens out of South Africa because they were told that enough is enough. You know, they've been staying in South Africa for quite a while. And now I'm watching here in Durban, Malawians have been forced to get out of the country, They've been told to prepare to get out of South Africa and to go back to their countries, because apparently the foreigners are the ones who are making others to be broke. They had to make sure that, you see, let me tell you something. This story of South Africa, in fact, is a very, very serious story. Because, if you're not South African, they were told that, their stay is over in South Africa, that they had to leave, and all these people had to go back to their countries. You can imagine. They said that in South Africa, that's why I'm saying that we should be grateful for Kenya, because probably since now they came out of South Africa, the next place, because they, of course, it would be Kenya, because Kenya, we have a very different immigration policy. We actually don't have an anti-immigrant policies. Here in Kenya, this is a country where it's free for everybody. If you are willing, if you have willing hands, there's work for everybody. It's not like other countries. You see, like now, this kind of xenophobia is something that I really wanted to talk about. It's not right. It's not really right, because it's a free market. Anybody can join the market. So when you tell me that it is somebody else who's making you broke, it is somebody else who's making you, that kind of argument is wrong. But you see, the majority, you cannot argue with the majority. These South Africans, they're no longer showing empathy to foreigners. They have that single-mindedness. That it is the foreigners who are depriving them of jobs in Durban, in Cape Town, and all this, and in Joburg. And that kind of reasoning is very dangerous. That is the kind of reasoning that leads to death. All right, that kind of reasoning. You see, it's very sad, because the more we are trying to move forward, the more we are moving backward. The more we are trying to gain a few things, the more we are moving backward. All right, because they were serious. They did not want any foreigners in their country. In South Africa, you see, the thing is, the issue here was that The foreigners, they provided cheap labor. The foreigners, brought wages down, and of course they worked longer hours. They were not used to the rand, so when you tell them to work for 10 rand per hour, they would quickly take the job, hence depriving the, the, the indigenous citizen the opportunity to earn. So that kind of reasoning is what led, a few people to lose their lives. And mostly South Africans. You know, so, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciated your time today. I was just here for technical appearance only. But tomorrow we'll continue. Okay? Yeah, but we'll continue also with the production of music and yeah. But whatever is happening in South Africa, I just wanted to make that very clear. I'm not happy with what is happening in South Africa because uh, you know hatred is something that we should not encourage. You see hatred, it multiplies. That is what hatred does. In fact, it's very easy for hate to multiply than love. And all these people that are trying to chase away from South Africa, they're the ones who are holding the economy. They're holding the economy. In fact, here in Kenya, all the flights went to South Africa. All these airlines, they had to direct all their flights to South Africa because now they had to go and repatriate the citizens of Kenya. Like most of these flights, I'm sure they are in South Africa, in our main airlines, because they had to go and repatriate our Kenyans who are stuck in South Africa. Of course, there are many who are stuck there, and all this is brought about by propaganda. All this is brought about by misinformation. All this is brought about by hatred, where social media has been used as a tool to, to propagate hatred in South Africa. You see the power of the social media. You know the power of social media. The power of disinformation, where it can social media for one reason or another can be also be used to propagate hatred. You know, like the case in what is happening in South Africa. That is the power of social media. Social media is not being used to for good. It's not used to bring about unity. It's being used to cause chaos, and it's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate that it is very easy to cause chaos than to bring about good things. That is how the algorithm uh, is uh, is designed. It is very easy. In fact, if you are creating a video for hatred, it is very easy for the video to go viral. But if you are creating a video to help people, it will not go. For example, if you are creating a music, talk about funny things, that music will really make a lot of noise. But of course, if you are trying to do good, nobody will actually see it. It's hidden somewhere, in the garbage, because it is against the algorithm. The algorithm is there to push for disinformation, propaganda, and many other stuff. All right. Any questions up to there? I can see a lot of things are happening in Durban. All right. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there before I leave? You can ask me a question in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to respond to you. But today I'm not talking much. I'll just be talking about what is happening in South Africa. Because a lot of stuff is happening. So I will talk about that for a few minutes before I go. Any questions up to there? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions before I leave? They said that South Africans, they're saying they don't want anything to do with solidarity, African solidarity. They're saying that this solidarity, the solidarity, la solidarity is not helping them. Solidarity is not helping them. You see, South Africa is not only the only country chasing immigrants. America, UK, Angola, Netherlands, and even Somalia don't want people in their country because, okay. Any questions up to there? Any questions? Any questions up to there? Any questions? I need to leave. Any questions? All right. Arrivederci.